Between 12 and 15 million vehicles reach the end of their life every year, and I was pleased to find out that most of those vehicles are actually recycled. They're not just sent to the scrapyard and thrown away. Steel from the body is broken down and turned into other products, while the transmission and other mechanical parts are either refurbished or sold as used parts. And although they aren't completely battery powered, they do have a lead acid battery, and about 80% of the materials in those are able to be turned into new lead acid batteries. But because most of these vehicles are relatively old, very few of them are complete all-electric vehicles. So when more EVs are being scrapped, what is going to happen to those giant batteries in those EVs? To be fair, lithium-ion batteries can be recycled, the kind that make up most electric vehicles today, but it is way more difficult. They're just a more complicated battery and it's harder to recycle them. Like I mentioned in my video on Tesla's acquisition of Maxwell, these batteries can become quite unstable if they're messed with. This means there's a bunch of extra safety precautions and other steps necessary to extract precious metals from these batteries. And because all of that takes time and costs more money, it's currently cheaper to just mine new lithium and other precious metals than it is to try to recycle the ones we have. Battery technology is also progressing really fast right now, so companies are even reluctant to get into the battery recycling market in the case that these materials aren't worth as much in the future. So EV manufacturers and companies in the battery industry are looking for other ways to reuse these electric vehicle batteries, and that brings us to grid storage, just about everybody's solution to give new life to these batteries. Many companies have already said they're planning on using their used batteries in this way, including Rivian, the electric truck startup. They're going to start selling their R1S and R1T vehicles late next year, and after some time, those batteries will need to find a new home, and grid storage seems like a really safe bet.
Foundational to the design of our battery system and our vehicle system is making sure that the batteries themselves can live on beyond the vehicle in these second life applications. And we're thinking, we look at out over time, this is a very big opportunity. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of vehicles, thousands and thousands of megawatt hours of energy storage that needs to be applied.
As many of you probably know, we are starting to use more and more renewable energy, which is great. It's safer, we've got less pollution, etc., etc. But unfortunately, they are not as reliable as traditional power plants. The sun isn't always shining on solar panels, and wind isn't always blowing those wind turbines. This creates what's known as the duck curve, and it basically exposes that issue. During peak times at the end of the day, when people get home from work and are starting to turn on the lights, they're consuming more energy. Unfortunately, the sun is also going down at this time, so less energy from solar is being produced. While coal plants and power plants can predict this and kick on more generators and kind of fire up their plants more, solar and wind don't have that luxury. So this creates a gap between energy consumption and energy production, and this is where we need some kind of long-term grid storage solution, and this is where EVs could come in and fill that role. Rivian is already working on piloting this technology down in Puerto Rico with a bunch of 135 kilowatt hour batteries they used in development of their vehicles. The town of Adjuntas is still suffering from the effects of Hurricane Maria and is working on rebuilding their power system, and they're trying to do it with a lot of renewable energy. So that type of grid storage is necessary not only in Puerto Rico, but anywhere that's using a lot of renewable energy. But obviously at some point we'll hit a limit and we'll have all of the batteries on the system that we need. So what happens to those old EV batteries then? Well, companies like Tesla have said that they're working on creating a completely closed-loop production system, meaning that they can take all of the materials from old batteries and use them to create new batteries to put in their vehicles. But for now, grid storage is probably our best option until we reach that closed-loop production system. So what do you think of using these old EV batteries on the grid? Do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea? Do you think there are other uses we could think of for these batteries? There might be others out there that I haven't seen. Definitely let me know down in the comments. As always, if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed so that you catch all of my new videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.